What is good, YouTube? Don't forget to smash the like button on the video, subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell. For today's video, I'm going to be telling you the best and only classes you should be running in Black Ops Cold War for Season 3. I thought that some guns did get a secret nerf at the start of the season, so today I will be telling you the new method for Season 3 to use in multiplayer. Let's get straight into the video. First up, we have the AK-47, which is in fact one of my favourite weapons this year. It is the highest damage assault rifle this year as well, with a very fast time to kill, but I think many people don't use this gun because it does have a slow fire rate. So for the muzzle, go with the GRU suppressor, for the fact being we're not going to show up on the minimap when firing the AK-47, and also our weapon is going to be sound suppressed. You'll also get muzzle flash concealment up to 100% and assistance with vertical recoil. Your effective damage range is impacted by 25%, along with bullet velocity at 30%. For your barrel, go with the 18.2 takedown, so this is going to give us 150% effective damage range, meaning we're going to be able to do more damage at a distance with a gun. Your sprinting movement speed, however, is impacted. Next up, you're going to go with the underbarrel, which is the Spetsnaz grip. So you're going to need this on the gun, as the gun does have quite a bit of recoil. Once you get used to the recoil pattern on the weapon, it is a joy to use. So we get 3% with the vertical recoil and 17% with the horizontal, and again our shooting movement speed is impacted. And for the magazine, go with the 40 round speed mag. So again, you're going to get more ammo in the chamber. Your ADS speed is going to decrease by 20%. However, if you do compare it to the other magazine options, it probably is the best, because if you ask me, 30 round mags in this gun is just not enough. You need as much ammo in the chamber as possible. Now the reason I wouldn't go with the 50 round mag is because it's going to decrease your ADS speed even further, which is something that you don't want to do because you want to snap onto your targets quickly. Bearing in mind this is an assault rifle, so you're not going to be running around like an SMG. However, you do need quick ADS speed just for your accuracy. For your handle, I would go with the GRU elastic wrap. This is going to increase our ADS speed, give us 90% flinch resistance, meaning if we are in combat and being shot, we're going to be able to maintain accuracy, and also you're able to aim while going in prone. So you are impacted with your shooting movement speed being decreased by 10% and your sprint to fire time by 15%. But again, this shouldn't matter too much, because when you are using this, you're not really going to be up in someone's face. You need to play a bit more reserved. This gun is very powerful, and I'm telling you, it will change your thoughts on this weapon. Next up, we do have the XM4, where I've gone with 8 attachments on this gun just to make it an absolute monster. So for your optic, first of all, go with the Microflex LED. In my opinion, this is just the best sight that you can have on this gun. It just looks so nice and beautiful. For your muzzle, go with the infantry compensator. This is going to give us vertical recoil control assistance of the weapon by 12%. However, the horizontal recoil control of the weapon is going to be decreased by 8%. For your barrel, go with a 13.7 takedown. So again, this is going to give us 150% effective damage range, meaning we're going to be able to do more damage to people that are at a distance. For your body, go with the mounted flashlight. So what this will do, I've been using it for quite a while, so if you see someone at a distance, most of the time it will pin like a little diamond above their head, so it's actually easier for you to see enemies on the map. For your underbarrel, go with the Field Aiding grip, which will give you assistance with vertical and horizontal recoil control of the weapon. So for the vertical, you get 3%, the horizontal you get 17%, however your shooting movement speed is impacted. What I will say with this gun, it virtually has no recoil as well, so if you're actually someone that is struggling in regards to controlling recoil and weapons, etc., what I would do would be to use the XM4, because this gun is an absolute beauty. For your magazine, go with the Salvo 50 round fast mag. So as you can see, there's 4 pros, but the con to this is our ADS time is decreased by 25%. For your handle, go with the airborne elastic wrap. This is going to increase the ADS speed, our flinch resistance, and allow us to aim while going in prone. However, the shooting movement speed and the sprint to fire time are decreased. And last but not least, put on the radar pad. This will increase your sprint to fire time and your aim walking movement speed, however decrease your hip fire accuracy. So for the M16, what you're going to need is the wildcard gunfighter, because you're going to need 8 attachments on this to actually maximize the full potential. So it really is so powerful. With this gun, what I'd like to say is high risk, high reward. So if you are accurate, most of the time you're actually going to kill your enemies instantly. So for your optic, again, this all comes down to preference, but what I would suggest you to try is the SUSAT multi-zoom, because obviously you'll be able to scope in, but you'll even be able to scope in even further if you do require it. This is also good if you are playing larger maps, or if you're aiming for something like headshots in Nuketown. This is something on there, but again, for the optic, it all comes down to preference. For the muzzle, go with the infantry compensator. This will give us 25% vertical recoil control of the weapon, However, your horizontal recoil is decreased by 10%. So this is a 3-round burst gun, so you're probably thinking, well, how much recoil could it have? If you are shooting from a distance, trust me, you're going to recognize the recoil control pattern on this weapon. 20.5 task force for your barrel. This is going to increase the damage of the weapon by 15%, increasing the effective damage range and also extended bullet velocity by 50%, meaning your bullets are going to travel much faster, meaning they're going to result in kills because we're doing more damage to enemies. Using this, however, is going to have an impact with our horizontal and vertical recoil control. So next up, I would go with the mounted flashlight. Again, this comes down to preference, but I think this actually really works well on the gun. So I've been literally changing between the mounted flashlight and the Tiger Team spotlight, so they're both good options. Again, preference down to you what you'd like to pick. For your underbarrel, go with the Field Agent foregrip. Again, this is going to give us that assistance with vertical recoil control by 10% and horizontal recoil control by 40%. Next up, go with the 45 round mags. Again, this is going to give us 15 extra bullets. This is a free burst gun, so ammo sometimes can go quite quick. The only downside to this is our reloading speed is reduced by 10%. For your handle, go with the airborne elastic wrap. This is going to increase your ADS speed by 30% and also increase our flinch resistance to 90%, meaning if we are being shot, we're going to be able to maintain accuracy and standing still when we are aiming at enemies, and also you're able to aim whilst going in prone. With your shooting movement speed and your sprint to fire time are impacted, however, by 15%. But with this gun, you have to bear in mind you're not going to be running around in someone's face. You're going to be more reserved. With your stock, you're going to go with the SAS combat stock. So this is going to increase the shooting movement speed and our aim walking movement speed. So this one is actually pretty good because you'll be able to aim down sight and move pretty quickly, which is what you need to do with this gun. However, your hip fire accuracy is decreased by 15%. However, you shouldn't really worry about that because you're not really going to be up in someone's face using this gun. Next up, we do have the Bullfrog. So with this, you'll need 8 attachments in order to maximize the full potential. What I will say to you with the optic is you don't really need one. However, if you do want one on the gun, I would go with the Microflex LED. For your muzzle, go with the GRU suppressor for the fact being your bullets are not going to be heard as much and you won't show up on the minimap. So you'll get also 100% muzzle flash concealment and assistance with your vertical recoil control of the weapon. However, the effective damage range is impacted by 25%. For your barrel, go with the 7.4 task force. This is going to increase the damage of the weapon by 3%, the effective damage range up to 50%, and 75% with bullet velocity, meaning your bullets are going to travel even faster than they originally would. The vertical and horizontal recoil control of the weapon, however, is impacted. For the body, go with the Tiger Team spotlight. This is going to give us 40% revealed distance. For your underbarrel, go with the Spetsnaz grip. So this is going to counteract for the other one that we put on. So now we're going to get assistance with vertical recoil control of the weapon by 6% and 20% with our horizontal. For your magazine, go with the 65 round speed mags. Again, the only downside that I do question about this, but it is working fine for me, is I don't really like that ADS speed. However, I do find out that it's best to have a lot of ammo in the chamber, especially at the moment. It depends on what map and that you're playing. I do play quite a lot of Nuketown, so this actually does come in handy. For your handle, go with the GRU elastic wrap. This is going to increase our ADS speed, give us flinch resistance up to 90%, meaning again, if we are in combat, we're going to be able to maintain accuracy and focus. You're also able to aim whilst going in prone, so if you do drop shot, this is one for you. However, your shooting movement speed and your sprint to fire time are impacted. For the last one, for the stock, go with the KGB skeletal stock. This is going to increase the sprint to fire time by 30% and our aim walking movement speed by 10%, decreasing our hip fire accuracy by 30%. So next up, we're going to go with the KSP, which is actually in fact the fastest killing SMG on the game. The only thing with it that's different is obviously it's a free burst gun, so you actually need to be accurate and you will get kills. So basically it's just an SMG, just like an AUG or an M16. Obviously meaning it's a burst gun, so you're going to need to remain accurate when using this gun. If you actually are someone that's not that accurate, this isn't your average SMG, but if you can use it, I'm telling you now, use it within Season 3. I'm sure this got a big buff because it absolutely feels amazing. So for your optic, go with the Microflex LED. In my opinion, just on this gun, it actually sits beautifully. For your muzzle, go with the agency suppressor. So obviously we're going to stay off the minimap when firing, giving our weapon sound suppression. You'll also get muzzle flash concealment up to 100%, assistance with vertical recoil. However, the effective damage range is decreased by 25%. Not to worry about that, because when we do put the barrel on, we are getting more damage to our weapon, but also getting effective damage range up to 50% and extended bullet velocity up to 75%, meaning the bullets are going to travel much faster. So you are impacted, however, with the recoil control of the weapon, but I wouldn't worry about that because there are other attachments that will sort this out. For your body, go with the SOF target designator. So what this will do will give you reveal distance when you are aiming down sight up to 60%. For your underbarrel, go with the field agent foregrip. So now this is going to give us the assistance with vertical recoil control of the weapon, as well as horizontal up to 20%. Your shooting movement speed, however, is impacted. For your magazine, you don't really need to, but again, it all comes down to preference. For myself, I do use the 42 round mags. We get the extra bit of ammo, however, our reloading quickness is decreased by 10%. For your handle, go with the airborne elastic wrap. This will allow us to aim down sight much faster, also giving us flinch resistance up to 90%, and also we're able to aim whilst going in prone. And last but not least, use the Raider stock, which will increase our sprint to fire time and aim walking movement speed. And that's all for today's video, people. I hope the classes in this video are going to help you throughout season 3. If there are any changes, I will let you know in another video. If any of these classes are helpful for you, let me know down below in the comment section. Is there a weapon I've missed? There was the LC10, but I've previously done a video on that. That's why it's not included on this. I hope you're all well and keeping safe. Take care, stay safe, and until next time, peace.